Hello everybody, welcome to another YouTube video. I'm Robelle Autonomy, and today we're here to react to another Zenless Zone Zero character demo. It's for Dialyn, read and applied randomly. Alright, I'm really excited, so let's hop right into it. As per usual, I always pause and examine all the animation, basically frame by frame, so my reactions are kind of known for just kind of going over everything slowly. We're gonna see how many details we can find. And as per usual, if I miss anything, please let me know in the comments down below. And her teaser was really interesting. It showed just how twisted she was as a character, but also how she has a very noble sense of justice, going over and taking out the corrupt people in tops that have overstepped lines and have caused a lot of pain and suffering. So let's take a look at her character demo. Alright, let's take a look at this.
Thank you for calling the
Okay, hang on. They're already doing a lot of really cool animation things that I want to go over. Alright, so it looks like these just pop into existence. There's no extra transition. Yeah, there's a frame where they're not there, and a frame where they are. By the way, there's a lot of 3D assets that they have prepared. Alright, there's the complaint forms. Actually, it looks like it is indeed the same complaint form. We copied and pasted a couple times, but that's okay. There's some paperwork here, a violation, paperwork over here. If you look at it, I think it might be the same one. That cute little panda mug. The keyboard is surprisingly detailed.
Thank you for calling the
Alright, she is a part of Tops. It's really interesting to me that we are getting characters from Tops because essentially they have shown that, like in a lot of the circumstances in Season 1, Tops was for the most part the bad guys. Even Hugo used them as part of his charade, as part of his cover, saying that he chose Tops when he was being essentially evil. So it's interesting to get these kind of morally gray characters who, in the teaser, Dialyn doesn't directly kill the guy, but I'm pretty sure she kills the guy after, so we're gonna just make that assumption. Alright, the accomplice faction is just the judges and the juries and the executioners, taking out the corrupt, cutting off the weak flesh of Tops.
2493 Dialyn, happy to assist you.
Okay, there's a lot of... So, Zenless Zone Zero is kind of known for its bouncy animation. But like here, it's interesting. We have a character with lots of flowy clothing, and it's more the background items, aka like the objects she's interacting with. It's more those that are bouncing and not her, if that makes sense. And so her clothing is reacting to the chair bouncing up and down.
2493 Dialyn.
And they're like really relying on the bounciness of this chair to really sell the motion. I will say, if anyone has ever worn these really thick sole shoes, alright, these high tops here, with platform shoes, know that they do not bend very well. Alright, this little bit here where she's twitching her toe while she's on the phone, that's not how it works. This thing is basically a solid piece of rubber. Right, it's not bending really well. Walking on these is... You can get used to it. It's not the hardest thing in the world. It's definitely easier than high heels, but it is a bit rough.
Happy to assist you.
Also, the way that she settles into the chair, the relaxation, that's pretty good, I have to admit. The way... So, there's not like crazy bouncing going on here, but the way they arch the shoulder up just a little bit and have the body sink, it's definitely a very relaxed position. And I already pointed it out, but they are copying and pasting the two forms that they made all over the place, because, you know, I don't need to make too many assets. Also, it's a pre-made form, so she's probably filling out these constantly. So it really does add some details to the room. Also, there's lots of stuff on the walls. I wish I could read this, but I can't read this language, so I don't know if these are awards or if these are like little things she hangs up to, you know, motivate herself. They look like awards though. Like Employee of the Month or something, I don't know.
I'm very sorry. No problem, dear.
Oh my, wait, go back. The face animation is really good because it's very subtle character animation. Alright, Zenless Zone Zero always has these over-the-top bombastic characters are balancing all over, they're squashing and stretching. This is one of their rare circumstances where this is like all character acting, right? It's not like really pushing, it's not really selling the movement, which normally it's good to really sell the movement, but in this case, it's like because Zenless Zone Zero doesn't do this too often, this is like really commendable isn't the right word because we already know they're skilled. It's more like they're just doing this to flex, or not really to flex, but to show, hey, we can do any style we want. This the arching of the head. See right here, this is something, so it's not just moving from point A to point B, right? So you're seeing she's moving her head to the right side of the screen, right? But then here, it moves to the right a little bit, and then moves back to the left, right? It's this kind of like, you know, nestling into a more comfortable position. And that's like extra attention to detail that most people won't point out or really notice, but it really does fill up the character more. And it's all these small details that this animator's put in that really sells you on the character, right? They can make the character super duper cool and all this and that, but like, unless they pay attention to all the little itty bitty small details, the character isn't really gonna come to life, if that makes sense, right?
No problem, dear.
Even like the eyebrows moving up and down. Like, look at that, guys. That's just... Wait, it's not just moving the eyebrows up. It's a two-part movement where they move up and then back down to the real position it's supposed to be in. And then even her eyes have a little bit of physics to them. So when she opens up, you can see her pupils or iris. They grow a little bit. And then shrink back down. That kind of give that two-part motion. That's really good. Okay, and guys, we're only 17 seconds in, and I've known this video for 7 minutes. I'm gonna point out how long I spend just reacting to this every single time now, but I hope you guys enjoy it. Looking at this, oh my gosh, that's so good. Look at this. Her shoulders are cutting her cheeks. She is lifting up her shoulders so high because she's really trying to get in the customer's good graces here. This scam artist, holy moly. Also the hair bounce. Like lagging behind her actual motion. See, already bounced up and she's on the way down. And the hair is just finally going back into position. Alright, hang on.
Problem, dear.
Oh, she's really animated. So, again, great job on the contrast. That's something the Zenless Zone Zero devs and animators understand really well. Contrast, that is the bread and butter of all of Zenless Zone Zero. They're able to have these goofy moments followed by the biggest despair ever, and it shows in the animation. They have probably the more realistic, relaxed animation in the chair, and then now she's moving all crazy. Alright, that contrast going from this kind of almost super realistic motion. And then now we're doing cartoony motion right after. I gotta see how she gets into this position. So it bounces up, and then bounces back down. You guys see it? That's like... That's so good. It's so subtle too. It's like barely any movement at all. Alright, and the transition, as she runs over. Look at that. There's no in-betweens there. She just snaps directly to this. So it's fast and then slow. This is very subtle motion here. Two frames of build-up. And then that's the action. 2 frames of action, and then this is her resting in the place. And there is 4 or 5 frames of actually reaching into her desired position. So it animates super fast, we don't even notice. But the timing is really good, right? It's not just perfectly spaced out between this and there. There's 2 frames of setup and 2 frames of, you know, doing the action itself. And then we had like 5 frames of her just finishing the action. And that really gives the animation life. Also, I think it's very indicative of her character, where she is a character that springs forth into action, so all of her initial movements, very, very fast, but when she is now at the point, she's willing to get more detailed, down and gritty, and really communicate with the customer. Oh my gosh, she's adorable, hang on. I'm not even going for the animation now, one, sparkles in the eyes. Her eyes are gigantic, they take up half her head, oh my gosh. Okay, maybe we do have to pull her. It only took her 25 seconds of her trailer for me to be sold on the character.
Everyone take this seriously.
Yeah, she's just putting filters on everyone. Where are you? On top of like a train or a car? So she's in like a meeting. She's eating fruit also. Her cheeks are so full. Oh, that's so cute. The puppy cheeks. And then a flipping little arc in the eye here that is to show that her cheeks are full. Along with like the actual physical cheek getting larger, but you can see that it's entering into her eye space here because her eyes are so big. What is going on here? Oh, no, the food! Alright, I'll be honest, ma'am. You should just be green screening that background out of there because they know what's up. Yeah, ma'am, your video is in 60 FPS. It's in 24 FPS. Yeah, moving fine. We can see you pretending you're breaking up. Dang, oh my goodness. All of our marketing up until this point was her being like, we got 5-star reviews, but this is all showing she's kind of a failure at work.
The shiny glass on your new building gave me dry eyes again. I want compensation.
That might have been our company's greatest achievement yet.
Oh dang, never mind. The way she spun around the conversation. The guy was like, oh my goodness, the glass was reflecting and it blinded me. And she's like, well, that was our brightest achievement. That is some company speak right there. And now she's trying to sell him on sunglasses? Oh, she's diabolical. Alright, how can you guys not pull for her? Who cares if she's meta or not, okay? Look at that smile. That's all you need. That's all you- it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if she's meta. It doesn't matter if she's best in slot for a future character that people are looking forward to. Just look at that smile. That's all you need.
Order with me now and enjoy 20% off.
20% off is not it, guys. Even 30% off is not it. I feel like a bit. It is holiday season. Black Friday sales are going rampant. Everywhere I go, I see 20% off, and it feels like the thing is still incredibly expensive. And I get 20% off is not enough. I need those Steam sale levels, so I need to see 50% off of something. Encrypted message. Okay, wait, well, no, the fan? I keep forgetting that the phones in Zenless Zone Zero are like... Hey, Nicole is poor, so she has a flip phone. But I forget, like, a lot of the phones are like retro style tech. So it's like, while they had touchscreens, like, they do have, like, keypads and stuff for a lot of them. It is interesting to see that her phone is like a... It's like a slidey one. I know, like, Zenless Zone Zero is like retro feature aesthetic, but it's nice to see tech like this now. Because... Season 2, right, we've been focusing mainly on martial arts and, like, mystic techniques, which is, to an extent, it's pretty supernatural, right? And I know a lot of people wanted that kind of urban street kind of style. And so, like, we see this retro feature tech. We haven't really been seeing it too much in Season 2. In Season 1, we were literally just mere in 6th Street. It was very prominent. But Season 2, we're living in a temple with our martial arts found family. And so they're kind of like not really all over the place with this urban technology. We're not seeing it too much. While the Season 2 area of Salem Heights, It is very urban in my eyes. It does have a lot more traditional stuff mixed into it. So it's cool to see Tops being brought in, and because Tops is a company, for the most part, right? They're very corporate, very corpo, and so they're gonna have this technology that they provide their employees. And it's cool that she has the Krampus phone. Even cooler, there's some details on the back of this, and I wish I could see what they are, because there's clearly a picture of something.
So you're the messenger. We had our eyes on this turf first.
Okay, well, dang, that was really floaty. Hang on. Alright, so now Dialyn is a character that does seem to be very martial arts inspired, at least seeing her outfit. It's not like, it's not like a traditional urban streetwear. Oh, it is traditional. It's not like urban streetwear, street kid style that we're used to seeing, and it's not like a clear company uniform. It does seem more like a traditional Chinese dress. So I'm guessing she does have some martial arts, and I think that's reflected here. If you look, very floaty the way she floats down. They gave her a lot of extra frames here. Like, the action is very, very slow. The way she jumps down, and it's allowed though, seeing how she leaps into action. The startup on her animation is very quick. But that's actually completely absent here. Here it is essentially timed very stable all the way through, except for when she lands on an object, in which case there's a lot of follow-up and then leaping into action again. And I think you can even see she's doing martial arts poses on the way down. That is definitely 1,000,000% inspired by those martial arts films where they have the actor on wires, so they look like they're floating around doing these crazy attack moves, and it's because, that's how they do their stunts. And so she's floating down like she's on wires, like she's in some movie. Some martial arts movie.
Simply leaving a mark doesn't establish ownership. Only packs of street dogs live by ridiculous rules like that.
Dang, flippin', dang, how hard did they hit the ground to create wind pressure of this magnitude? I'm really excited to see her fight with her weapon. We have seen her gameplay already in the live stream, and her being Bayonetta is insane to me. Well, okay, hang on. No, we have to go over this choreography frame by frame, but... Just duck underneath, and then... That is crazy, so... She's literally like spinning, she's barrel rolling while keeping her legs on the ground. But because in the motion, she's maintaining balance. Oh, she throws her phone up? Oh, she does. You can see her taking it out of her back. Or her bag. It's not a bag. That's another phone. But she's taking it out from behind there. And then she's letting it go here. I did want to take a closer look at her Krampus phone. So it is a Tops phone. It says Krampus. I like the sliding mechanism. I love it. I adore it. Fantastic. Oh, she's like looking at messages the entire time. Because he's on the clock, I guess. And here it is again. More of that subtle animation. Pay attention to her cheeks here. She puffs up her cheeks a little bit in disappointment. And then they puff back down before the phone goes away from covering her mouth. So you don't see that she puffed up her cheeks. You didn't see she pouted, essentially. But you can feel it because you can see just that foul movement in her cheeks, and you know she's pouting. And it's also sold through the eyebrows and a furrowing a little bit.
Here we go again.
Service Rep 2493. Policy violation.
Yeah, she has policy that... Okay. And you know what? It makes sense that there's gonna be policy violations for Krampus members because they are all essentially... they have stated that the Krampus members are a bit eccentric because they are the judges and the ones that cut out the corrupt in the company. It makes sense too because you probably have to be a little bit crazy to be a proper judge, to be willing to... Well, to be a judge and the executioner. Essentially is what I'm getting at here. This is very odd. Actually, no, it's okay. I'm gonna point out fan service, I apologize. It's not misperspective, but simply the fact that they literally have the muscle is like shaded in properly. Because on the inner thigh, there's a muscle there that kind of connects the buttocks or the glutes. It connects that. Right? They have that like properly modeled in there, so like the light is actually catching it as a weird detail. That's so. I mean, it's not something animators would put in on purpose. It's gonna be a part of the model interacting with the lighting. So basically, long story short, the point is that model is so high quality that even a small detail like that is being caught
Please adhere to the
by the
top
lighting
customer
of the
service
engine.
handbook.
Well, maybe not the engine, but their shaders.
Customer greeting.
The way she fights is so cool. They're dead! There's 4 guys that got cooked! Gosh dang.
Policy.
Oh, that guy is bamboozled. Look at this. It knocked his glasses off his face. Oh my... No, it didn't knock the glasses off his face. It knocked him off the glasses. The glasses are staying in the same place. These are... Oh goodness, that's dirty.
Policy number 3. No matter the customer.
Oh, he wasn't down yet. He stood up. How do you block that? He can't see. His glasses got knocked off of him. Oh, dang. Flippin'... Alright, there's your impact frames. Well, not impact frames, but your impact VFX. And then there's him starting the action. Dang, alright. Oh, it's split in 2! Hang on. When did that happen? Oh, right here. Okay, so it splits in 2. That's a double chakram.
Not interrupt.
Well, that's dirty. What? They can teleport? Oh, and this is crazy. Okay, now I gotta see. Hey, you can see she's looking up, she's the one that placed them. She's positioning them. She's waiting for him in anticipation. Oh, that's interesting. So you see the flash? And that's when she starts moving to do her move. So she knows the guy is coming. So she's actually waiting for that cue. That's a little detail that the animators did not have to put in. They could have just made her hit the guy, right? But they made her sit there and wait. And they placed the sparkle of him teleporting in. They placed it there before she does her movement to show that she was looking for it. It adds a sense of realism to her attack, essentially. Because it makes logical sense. And he gets cooked here. Oh, whoa, that transition's crazy. Whoa! So she spins here, right? She's doing the spin. And then they actually cut the camera, but because she's still spinning in the next scene, it's seamless.
Engaging in customer movement.
Oh, there are some good smears in there. Hey man, I gotta point this out. Wait, go back. Okay, I'm gonna point out another fan service. Why are her shorts like... Why do they have a V-cut now? So I can see part of her butt crack. That's a bit odd. You know what? I'm not gonna question... Actually, no. No, it's not a fan... Well, it is a fan service, but it's not. I forgot, and then I just remembered. The lore is most of the clothing in New Eridu has a cutout for Thyron tails. So that's actually supposed to be a hole for a Thyron's tail. So that's probably the bottom of her tailbone reading into her butt. I was like, why is it? I saw it for one frame and I was like, wait a minute. But no, it makes sense. So she bought shorts that are all-inclusive, essentially. Because it's not like the clothing is made for Thyrons. It's made for everyone, but to be inclusive, a lot of the clothing has little holes for Thyron tails. And you'll notice it if you go out in the game and you look at the backs of most of the characters. A lot of them have clothing that has a little diamond cutout on the just right above the butt, and it's for Thyron tails. So she's wearing the Thyron compatible short, and essentially that's what she's wearing. But she's not a Thyron. That's really interesting.
Policy number 5. At all times, maintain a professional and objective attitude.
That's crazy. She said it's busy? Also, I lost the subtitles for a bit.
Maintain a professional and
The
objective
rep you've
attitude.
reached is busy. You've been placed in our priority queue.
Ma'am, I heard you fumbling with the phone. You'd think the mic didn't catch all yet? The mic 1,000,000% caught you fiddling with your phone to put it in your pocket.
5-star service complete.
Alright, so she just says everything she does is 5 stars, even if it wasn't. The phone on her back is functional, but she has a cell phone! Why does she have 2 phones? I mean, what? Why not 2 cell phones? Why the gigantic one?
What now?
Okay, wait, she didn't... We know that the phone on her back has... Because I looked at her model before. She has a physical phone on her. Why is she picking it up with her pinky and thumb? Gosh dang, that's so dirty. Why'd they do him like that? That guy's sneaking away. Dang, butt in the air? You are never living this down. You are the loser of all these gang members. No, though, at least I wasn't knocked out with my butt in the air. Yeah, well, she didn't have to kick him over. He wasn't in the way. She could have just walked forward.
I see. Understood. I've wasted enough time on you.
Dang! Alright, no, we gotta watch that frame by frame. I love how she has a lot of grappling in her style, because she has a very small body. So, a lot of what she's doing is she has to essentially throw off the person's balance by jumping onto them and shifting her weight around. Her fight style is really, really cool. I do wish they could make a character like that in-game. Like a grappling character, but all the enemies are of such different designs that making a character that can grab other enemies is very, very hard. I don't think it would be remotely possible, especially because they're constantly adding new enemies into the game. That swoops around. She's doing splits midair. Alright, so legs wrapped around the shoulders. Gosh dang, look. Dang, you like looking down like, wait a minute. And then the realization it's all uncooked. This guy looks kind of like Whoopin' the Fairy. Anyways. Also, his eyes are really pretty. Those purple eyes go insane. Not the knee on the neck. Oh, and he's dead. Oh, nah. I think that's why I cut away. He died.
Wait, you're with Krampus.
Our service doesn't accept dead reviews.
Oh, wait a minute. Is that how she uses the phone? It's a weapon?
Our service doesn't accept dead reviews.
Oh, that's why she's 5-star, guys. They don't accept bad reviews. Yes, dang, that's pretty peak, guys. Dang, we got the ZZZ logo when it was colored funny. Anyways. We milked this for 30 minutes. Let's watch it without pausing. Yup, that's right. We got 20 minutes of frame-by-frame animation breakdown. Let's see what it's like. Let's see the music. Let's observe that. And see how the pacing is, because I paused it the entire time. There's too much peak happening.
Thank you for calling. Rep 2493 Dialyn. Happy to assist you. I'm very sorry. No problem, dear.
I like the lean back, like, just occasional piano chord once in a while.
Congratulations! Won our company's exclusive Afterlife experience.
Afterlife experience package. What does that mean? So she doesn't take her work too seriously. So she is kind of the failure at work.
Oh, what's wrong? Sick.
And they hate her. Oh my goodness.
Building gave me dry eyes again. I want compensation.
It might have been our company's
See, it's funny because that guy was already wearing sunglasses. What were they planning to do to this poor lady anyways?
We had our eyes on this turf first.
Oh, okay, so Cops was looking at take over this spot.
Establish ownership. Only packs of street dogs live by ridiculous rules like that.
And the music! The beat you up?
Go again.
Service Rep 2493. Policy violation detected.
I think this whole thing in motion is so sick. Especially because now that we've gone over the choreography,
Policy number
I kind of know exactly what she's doing.
customers move. Always listen patiently.
So I can just enjoy its like pacing.
Engaging in customer move management now.
Policy number 5. At all times, maintain a professional and
The
objective
rep you
attitude.
reached is busy. You've been placed in our priority queue. 5-star service complete.
Back to that slice of life style music. And goofy music.
I see. Understood. I've wasted enough time on you.
Can someone
You're with Craig.
explain what the phone on her back is?
Our service does
Unless it's spoilers, then don't explain it. Alright, that was dope. That was awesome. That was like, this was a really, really good character demo. It wasn't like, you know, a super duper insane storytelling. Like, there wasn't an insane plot going on like Trigger's character demo where we're rescuing some child. It's just, Dialyn is a goofy character who, he's not afraid to really harm the people that she's, you know, hunting down. But also, she has a way to spin the bad and make it seem good, and that seems to be the core part of her character. Like here, she's stuck in some boring meeting, but she's having fun with the little filters. She's in the Zoom call and she's like messing with everybody. And then she's like, well, I'm caught. Bye! I don't know why they don't fire her. It's probably because he performs pretty well. Alright, she's trying to sell sunglasses to the guy that has sunglasses already. This is so peak, guys. Alright, anyways, I decided I am 1,000,000% going to be pulling Dialyn. Our Monokuma copy here. Definitely really, really excited for that. Anyways, tell me what you thought in the comments down below. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button. That's through the comments. I would really like to hear your opinions on Dialyn. Are you excited for her? Are you gonna be pulling her? Wait, what are the plans? Yishun Wang is around the corner. Yishun Wang and Zhao are gonna be next patch. And I'm 99% sure they're gonna do what they did for Miyavi, where they're gonna both be like on the banner at the same time. So I'll be prepared for that. And then Banyue is somewhere in the middle there. I know he's probably gonna be the skip for a lot of people, but he looks like an interesting character, most definitely. Anyways, if you watched this far and you're not subscribed, then hit the subscribe button. Alright, I keep making Zenless Zone Zero content. I also cover Wuthering Waves, and I cover a little bit of Genshin Impact, but I've been kind of behind on that. I've been busy as of late because it is indeed holiday season. React to all the Zenless Zone Zero trailers as well, so hit that subscribe button, notification bell, so you know when I upload more content. And with that one, hope you all had a good one. Remember, and till wish on nice I will see you all next time. Bye!